Hey guys, Damon Green here, and I'm here today with Saul Maraney from visiting us from South Africa. He's actually traveling the U.S. And a little quick background about Saul. Every couple of weeks, I go onto the Warrior Plus to find there's some good products to promote. I found this gentleman, and I hadn't really heard of him, but he had some good stats, so I could make a couple dollars. Let me see if I could sign up. And we signed up and got into a conversation. Long story short, I promoted the product. It did very well. It was an awesome product. And then we ended up connecting in San Diego at the JV Zoo Marketing Mayhem event. Really great guy. And I'll kind of get into his bio. He'll kind of give you a little bit of what he does. And you know the format, very laid back. We just kind of shoot the breeze and see where the conversation goes. But Saul, I want to thank you for joining us and tell us a little bit about yourself, kind of how you got started, what you do, what got you into what you're doing now.
Sure. Pleasure. Damon, good to see you, my brother, and thank you so much for interviewing me and talking to me. And yes, it's great that we've connected. And
Absolutely.
just what you were saying, you applied to be a JV on Warrior Plus, and I saw your statistics, and I thought, wow, this guy's got amazing statistics. Then I went to send you a private message, and then I found you on Facebook, and I connected with you, and then our paths crossed so soon after the Marketing Mayhem. And that's like a first key. Exactly what I'm doing is instead of just approving an affiliate that looks good and leaving it, I'll contact the guy like I did with you on private message, and then I was really blown away by you, and it was so good to meet you. And let me tell you what I've been doing. I started off in 2007. I was telling you earlier, there's a guy called Dr. Joe Vitale. Dr. Joe Vitale was one of the early guys on the internet with Marlon Sanders, and he was there with Jeff Walker and Joe Polish, all the guys. I mean, big guys, which is amazing. So I read his book in 2007, and I studied hypnosis at university. So I read his book in 2007, which was called The Attractor Factor. I got on his list somehow, and I ordered the book. It came to South Africa via Amazon. And yeah, was very impressed with this dude, and I just saw all the amazing internet marketing stuff that he was doing, and I wanted to start doing internet marketing on my products as well. I knew that I had created some self-hypnosis stuff and selling them to guys in South Africa, but I was ready to start selling online. And also, in that time, I got divorced, and I've got 3 young kids. We had quite a messy divorce, and my goal was 2 things. First of all, to be able to support my kids and not do the job that I was currently doing, and to be able to travel in the USA and travel around the world. And so in 7 years, it's gone really well. It's close on 10,000 copies of my products I've sold, and they've priced at around $20 each. And then, about a year ago, June last year, so August last year, I was looking at revamping my sites, and I got over to the Warrior Forum, and I got over to JV Zoo, and I just saw wow, this really looks very dynamic. I like this IM space. It looks really nice. And I thought, I've got the best coach that I could afford. I believe the best coach in this industry. I listened to exactly what he told me, and difference. I work through the night, so I'm committed to pull at least 5 all-nighters a week. And then since August, I've had 10 WSO products, 3 WSOs of the day. I've now built a buyers list on over 10,000 people in in a short period, and I'm really loving it, my brother. I'm really loving it, meeting guys like you, and every single day I make money. And the main thing is just to help people and the relationships that come. That's what I really love the most.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, kind of a similar stories, except I'm not traveling the USA. I've just been here. I travel back and forth a lot. Good deal though. It's great to see. We all get knocked around, and that's what folks don't talk about. When people get knocked on their ass, and all you see is, oh, they're just big success. So it happens to the best of us, but it's kind of like what we do afterwards.
That's a journey. It's a journey.
Yeah. So you've been in the game for about 8 years.
I'd say 8 years. Since 2007, that's when I started. But I only started in IM, internet marketing space, properly and being prolific like this in the last, excuse me, in the last 8 months, 9 months.
Okay, yeah. Well, you've been kicking ass for the last 8-9 months, because that's been a lot. Now, how do you? I didn't realize you had 10 products. How do you determine what products you're going after?
Oh, well, I basically do stuff that sends around like what I want to learn and perfect, and then I'll put together a product in that way. My WSO of the day, which was like really exciting, which was actually quite a turning point for me, was in December. I saw Google Hangouts, like we're talking on a Google Hangout now. I saw Google Hangouts in like, say,
Oh, wait. Did we lose you?
dollars, and I devoured it. I went through it like with a fine tooth comb, perfected Google Hangouts, and then I came out with a product which was called Tube Ranking Control. Tube Ranking Control review. You know, I buy a lot of products, like I'm sure you do, and a lot of other people do, but I actually literally go through every single product that I go through, that I get, and now I usually just get them for free. But I realize that people want a product that is consumable and digestible. So as I said to you, I fell in love with Google Hangouts. I see like, wow, this is going to be like absolutely amazing. I went through it and I taught myself in 1 week like the whole of Google Hangouts, and I was literally like pretending to myself that I've got like this exam coming up. That's the way I think, like I work hard, you know? And then I put together a product based on what I learned, and it sold like whatever, over 2,000 copies in the first week. And so I've pretty got a good hold on what the market wants now. It's like I've got coaching clients, and my coach, we've drawn up, like we know exactly what's converting, what the guys want. And, you know, Marlon Sanders, who's taken me under his wing now, he's got the previous generation. I'm sure you know Marlon.
I love Marlon, yeah. Followed him for the last 15 years.
Exactly. So Marlon now like handpicked me to be a guy that he wants to really help, because he like loves me in terms of my energy and what I'm doing, and he's looking to sort of hand over what he's learned, because he doesn't have children. He's like really, so anyway, he's chosen me, and he's taught me two things, really, Damon, two important things that anyone that's listening can get out. You've got to be prolific in product creation, so it means that you've got to bring out a lot of products and be prolific. Always be bringing out products and then market hard. So be prolific in terms of bringing out products and then market hard. So everyone on my list will get 2 emails every single day about one product that I'm promoting. And it's like, you know, my goal is as well is that I, like for the next 16, 17 months, I want to win as many affiliate competitions as possible, which I am. I've won a lot. There's good prize money, but besides that, it's very good for my status and it's good to build my name up. And now, like, guys are like messaging me, hey dude, like I've got a launch coming up. And I said, okay, cool, like just send it to me, I'll look at it. Then I like sent him back an email. Said, I just didn't notice one thing, I've just got one problem. Oh, what's that, Saul? I didn't see my picture on your JV board, dude. Oh, sorry, let us change it quickly. I said, just change it quickly and come back to me. So that's because I am winning affiliate contests, and I'm saying that is that I'm leveraging myself, you know, and
yes.
It's not that much competition out there, Dave, and that's what I'm the most excited about. And, you know, Dr. Joe Vitale, he was homeless, really amazing. And when he became a copywriter, he talks about that he was so excited because he soon realized is that hardly the Robert Collier letter book, etc. And if you actually go and read all of that, and it's available now, you'll be one of the top few copywriters in the world. Yeah. So it's the same thing for me. It's like I'm a student of this game, and I'm working so hard, and I'm being like prolific. Like I'm making really good money every single day, and like I love this work, dude. It's like I'm in New York now, staying in a 5-star hotel for a week. It's like all paid. I've got money to shop for my kids, and I'm going to Israel as soon as I get home. I just have to, you know, I had a bit of an accident. I just want to go sort my knee out. I'm going to Israel for 10 days. My friend's son's bar mitzvah. So I'm living like a really good life now, and that is just because I work very hard, and like it's good stuff's happening, my brother. Good stuff is happening.
That's awesome. That's awesome. What was I about to ask you? So what are you reading now? Or what are you reading, or what have you read that's really kind of set the tone for what you're doing, or inspired you, or I know you mentioned coaches, which is, if you're listening, coaching is something that coaching and masterminding are two of the best things you can do in this industry, in marketing in general, because it took me 30 years to figure that out. I did everything myself, And then when I started surrounding myself with folks, I realized, wow, I just wasted 30 years. But, well, you know, about 20 years, 15, 20 years. But, you know, that's the best thing that you can do. But also stay educated, you know, continue, don't stop, keep reading. So what is it that's inspired you or is helping you out? And I'll share a few of mine.
Brilliant. I'd love to hear yours too. And hard every single day. I'm very much into Grant Cardone at the moment. That 10 Times book is amazing. Anyone that's watching this, I don't know if you've read it, but you have to. It's essential reading. That 10 Times rule. It's really, really, really cool.
Who's that
I
by?
love his book. Grant Cardone.
Okay.
You've heard about it?
I've heard the 10 times. I've heard the title before.
And then
the name's unfamiliar though.
Yeah, no. It's a very important book. You've got to go and get that. So it's called the 10 Times Rule. And then, yeah, I read a lot of books like Dr. Joe Vitale. I read his books. He's got over 50 books, 50. And those are like my pillar of strength. Those are station. And I'm a lifelong student of copywriting, so I'm always buying those sort of books.
So, yeah, let's stop there for a second.
And
That's what I was going to ask you. Your copywriting, what have you read or what's helped you out with your copywriting?
Oh, well, I'm a student of copywriting, and I study all the that's a very book. Marlon Sanders, it's got an amazing book on copywriting, and Joe Sugarman.
Yes.
Yeah, I've read like over 200 books on copywriting, dude.
Okay. Yeah, that's actually something I've been reading a lot more. I've been doing it a little. I wrote some sales copy for a couple products I had, but I'm getting back into it and reading a lot more of it because it's important in everything. The Art of Storytelling by John Walsh is also an awesome book. It's totally not it's copywriting related, but you know, if you follow like John Carlton, yeah, stories sell. So it's actually laid out really, really well, and that's something I'm working on perfecting myself, is being able to tell stories better in my copy. So that's one I can recommend to you. Sure. Is my video choppy?
Yeah, you know, studying is and we're a little bit choppy. I'm not sure why.
Yeah,
in the hotel. How's
going back and forth? It might be.
Perfect.
Yeah, it might be because you're at a hotel. It's fine. We'll work it out. So
exactly.
So real quick, let's go talk about your travel. Since this is your first time in the U.S. or have you visited before?
No, since 2007, I've been coming like 3 times a year, every year. So I would say this is.
I think I lost you. You there? I think I lost you. Okay, guys, give us a second. I think we may have lost Saul. It's the beauty of Google Hangouts. It's all good, though. See if we can get him back in here. In the meantime, I will go ahead and put the slide up. In the meantime, Saul has a really great product out, CPA Roadmap. It explains how you can use videos for CPA marketing, and what CPA marketing is cost per action. It's good, I guess, a full-time income, but it's also a good supplementary, so you might want to check that out. So let me know when you're back. We'll go ahead and resume. Let me hit him up. Yeah, we lost him. He's coming back. But coming up, we're going to go ahead and we're going to get into some meat of things. We're going to talk about his Google Hangout product, a little more about copywriting. And Saul doesn't focus on local marketing, obviously, because he travels the world, but he does focus on video. So we're definitely going to dive into that and some of the Facebook products that he has. So couple more minutes, guys. You know, the joys of technology, and Murphy's out and about today. And if you're not aware, there's actually a few things coming up in the industry. It's end of March, it's about to be April 2015. Facebook has launched the ability to embed Facebook video elsewhere, just much like we can do with YouTube. Facebook is going to be a force to be reckoned with as far as video is concerned. There's actually, you can rank Facebook pages and Facebook tabs, just like you can videos. That's a couple things we'll be talking about, and we're actually actively talking about now in the video SEO mastermind group. If you don't have access to that, email me. There is a fee now. We got our charter members in there that are locked in. There's a fee after that, but with the fee involved, it encompasses case studies, conversation, masterminds with other video marketing experts. And there's a lot to be shared in there, a lot of conversation. So if you're a little newbie or even a vet, come in, share, come ask questions. You know, we'll help you out there. And secondly, as of April 21st, if you have a website that is ranking or is getting ranked and it is not mobile friendly, you will be smacked hard by Google. They are now basically making it mandatory if you intend to show up on your website, you want your website to show up in the search engine, you will have to have a mobile friendly website, because mobile is big and it's just going to get bigger between mobile and video. So if you're not compliant, you're going to need to be compliant. So let me follow back up with Saul here. Let's see. Hey, Saul, are you able to get back on? Question mark. And he's messaging me back. Let's see what. Okay. Give me a second, guys. I got to jump in here real quick and gonna jump back in here and send Saul this link. Jump into YouTube or Facebook. Actually, you know what I'll do? I'll kind of give you guys a overview of what I was discussing. Let's see, link there. Okay, so as I was just discussing, until Saul can get back on, here we go. I'll do a quick walkthrough. This is the video marketing discussion group, the mastermind we have here. So just some of the discussions we're having here. You get all of these hangouts, even the ones that are exclusive for 7 days. You get those, full access to the archives. advanced tactics, advanced strategies. Great discussion here around the mobile. Great discussion here around Facebook videos for the web. You see, we're pretty active in here. So if you're interested
Yo,
in
yo,
that,
yo.
go ahead and reach out to me. Okay, Saul's back on, so I'll stop my pitch
Good.
here.
Oh, I'm sorry I missed your pitch. Sorry, y'all. This hotel's been the wireless is up and down, but it's all good. Sorry, I'm back.
I figured that's what it was because I see people walking around behind you. I figured it's because of the hotel internet, so it's all good. It happens. This is why I
Yeah, I'm in
pre-record
the
these,
lobby.
because when I was doing them live, stuff like this would happen, and then it would just make me look like a buffoon. So
No, but it happens. It happens.
yeah.
Okay, cool. So let's carry on, bro.
Okay. So where were we? So video. I see that you do some things with video. You have the Google Hangouts. Let's talk a little bit about that because my main focus is video marketing in general, video SEO, but I don't believe in just SEO. It's video marketing and using that for lead generation. But also my list is a lot of local folks. So I know you don't do local, and obviously I'm interested in local, but you do video. So
Yes.
kind of give us a little background on like we want to get to some juicy stuff. So I saw you have the product, which I wanted to ask you about. The headline was ranked #1 spot on Google in 23 minutes, and that there I've seen. We've seen that a lot, and I know I've had challenges ranking and staying ranked on the first page. So I just kind of want to go over that with you and tell me a little bit about that product.
Sure. Well, that's a product called Tube Ranking Control. So that's the Google Hangouts product. And as I said to you, I realized Google Hangouts is like, I just realized how amazing this thing is. Obviously, it's owned by Google, so it's like Google's child. So like with your two kids, you like obviously your two kids you love, and you take preference over your two children over other children. So that's Google's child. It's also owned it's part of the YouTube family. What I like about the Hangouts is the app, which is awesome. But what's great about them is that they rank very quickly, and Google loves the fresh content, and the Hangouts as a system is amazing. So I've been doing a lot of Google Hangouts. Exactly what you're saying is like I've got a product that, as I said to you, that I went through like the Bible of Google Hangouts, and I learned it meticulously and put my heart and soul into it for like a week. And then I came up with a product which is called Tube Ranking Control, which really shows people how to set up a Google Hangout and then do a review or do an interview like we're doing that will automatically rank. Then I've got some super ninja little small things that show people how to get like backlinks and how to make sure it ranks and stays at #1. And like it's so exciting, Damon. You would know. It's like even a top guy they may not even know how to set up a Google Hangout, and it's good to know. This is an important part of where we're moving. And what I always said is that the Google Hangouts, they've got what's called their own built-in annotations, which is called the Showcase, which is much stronger than normal annotations. And I like video marketing exactly like what you say. It really puts your affiliate links on steroids, because with video, it's about know, like, and trust. So they see me and you talking, or they see me, I shoot a little video, I can make like $2,000 on that video if I send it out to my list, because they get to know me and they get to like and trust me, and we bring up the content. And so exactly what you're saying is like, yes, it's really not difficult. I've also like to establish myself quickly, Damon. What I've been doing is, it's like I've been putting myself out there. So if I see a dude who's got his like product coming out, I say, message him, hi, can I make a video testimonial for you? And can I put in effort? Because no one's going to say no to a video testimonial. And like Reed Florine, who I've been very good friends with, he's like, I've got made a lot by putting my video testimonials, like he's put on the top of his pages 10 in a row, 10 WSOs of the day in a row. And people have seen my video. Exactly. So, like, I'll just give you a very interesting lesson. What I've learned, it's like, say with my hypnosis products, I've got a new product that comes out. So I'll send like, say, 20 people that I know, close people. Hey, dude, I've got this new product. Can you send me a testimonial back? Every single time I do that, Damon, the first testimonial that comes back is Joe Vitale. Now, he's richer than all of them else put together, but he's always the first one to send me back. And it just shows, because as such a wealthy guy and as such a prolific guy, he hates putting stuff on his to-do list, he told me. And it's taught me as well. It's like if you promise something like, dude, I'd like to do you a video testimonial, like don't let the guy have to beg you. Just send it first and go out of your way and put an effort, and it's going to pay back so many times. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay, that's great. Now let's talk about. I know you have some Give us a couple of nuggets, some video ranking strategies that work for you, whether it's tools, resources, or little ninja.
Yeah. Okay. Well, what I like first of all, I do two different ways. The first is we'll do a Google Hangout like we're doing now, and then it will render automatically, and that works awesomely. Then what I did is actually I needed a new camera. So here in New York, I went to the store called B&H. You know B&H. Just invested in a new camera, which I think is important to get new tech. It wasn't even expensive, but like $200 for a new Canon point and shoot. So then I'll make videos and I put up onto YouTube. What's very important to learn, guys, is how to do annotations. Annotations is very easy once you learn how to do it, but basically you have to associate a website with YouTube. You can only associate one website to your account, and then they give you a piece of code, and then you okay it. But then you can get the annotations in the videos where people can click directly on the video. And yeah, like I've learned how to do that. I now know how to do ranking. I know like there's RSS websites and pinging and all that cool stuff. And
okay, with your annotations, YouTube just rolled out last couple weeks the cards, so I think annotations are actually going away. Have you done anything? We've been discussing this in my Facebook mastermind group. I have a video marketing Facebook mastermind group, and we're actually in active discussion now about this. But
I'd like you to tell me about it. I don't know about it yet properly. I've been trying to read about it, but I'm a bit confused. What is it?
Basically, they're replacing annotations can't be used on mobile. So what they're doing is they allow it's a card. It's a little icon that basically you can time like an annotation. It's like a question mark pops up, and then out of that, the annotation comes out. When you click it, it opens up an actual image on the video. So you, for instance, you could put your
affiliate offer, your own product, or your
product. Yeah, you can put your product link in there, and then when you click it, it takes them to your, through a pretty link to your affiliate. But it's a lot more interactive. And from what I've seen preliminarily, folks have been saying they've been getting much higher click-throughs using the cards, because also I think they're getting a better click-through because prior there was no ability to do annotations on mobile, and mobile is huge. So now that the cards are available on mobile, now you've got the double whammy. So that's my hypothesis as to why the new cards are getting, or people are getting better results with cards, because you're now opened up to a new market that you didn't have before. We couldn't do mobile with annotation.
Awesome. I'm excited to play with that. And exactly what you say is like, you got to keep on top of the stuff, and I'd love to learn that. And we can put out a product. I'm probably going to put out a product about this, just that even discussing it now with you. Show people how to use this new card system. It's amazing, and it's
I'll send you a link on some information, and I have some case studies, some old annotations, and because I have an SEO video. Matter of fact, I think I'll put it on the SEO video. I ranked a video years ago. If you type in like how to search engine optimize a website, it's got like 70,000 views over the last 2 years or so. But I have an annotation, but I never monetize it, so I need to monetize it because 70,000 views is not a small deal. But I just haven't. That again hasn't been my focus, but I think I'm going to play around with that.
Very nice.
Do you have any particular services or tactics you use to rank your video backlink wise?
I've got a few. I'm mainly doing I do white hat stuff. I don't believe in black hat. I mean, it's too easy to get closed down and do nonsense like that. I basically just go to a few pinging websites, and I've actually got a cool guy that I use on Fiverr. I can give his details, and I set up like 60 social sharing websites, and I do a lot of that myself, and I've also got now like a piece of software that will do all of that for me. And yeah, it's like, again, Google and YouTube are so clever, Damon, and they've got the sharpest guys there. And as long as you play by their rules and you bring out content and you put it up, it will and you bookmark it in a few places, it gets spread over the web very quickly.
Okay, I saw on one of the products that I read through of yours, you used do you use Tube Toolbox? I totally forgot about that. I need to actually start using that again.
Someone gave it to me, the product creator, and I promoted it, and I've been using it a bit. It's really fun. I like it. It's really cool.
Okay, yeah, there's so many tools and resources. I have my because if you go to Video Domination BP, that's kind of my website where I share my video ranking strategies. I actually give it away. it's a high level strategy, but it's what's worked for me. There's some resources and things in there, but it's not like an in-depth guide. But that's the strategy that I focus on that
Very
works for
nice.
me, and I always forget about the extra resources. So that's actually
Sure.
good. So I'll jump in there.
But you know how important it is on that note exactly to be focused, and if you know Google, like I'm proud to say that I know Google Hangouts, I would say more than 80% of people in the world, literally. And that's only because I have put in effort. I bought courses on it, I read them, I studied them, I practiced. And it's a great thing to know. And that's what is going to make the difference between me being very successful and averagely successful. And I don't want to be average successful. I want to be the best that I can be. And I'll take at least 2 hours every single day, Damon, 2 hours a day. And I just study products that I've got, that I've bought, that I'm promoting. And I'm learning every single day. It's so fun. And I'm also in a good position now because I'm becoming like a really good little super affiliate in my little part of the market, is that like people are sending me free copies of their products and their software every day.
Yeah.
So like I've got a ton of that, but I don't know anyone else that is studying them the way that I am. So I'm learning every day, and it's fun, Like I know how to do. A lot of people don't even know how to do annotations. A lot of people don't know how to do retargeting. So my other product that you saw, it's called the Facebook retargeting, the FB Ninja Tactics. I know how important it is to do retargeting, and I've been retargeting a lot. Everything now is retargeted, and I'm making a lot of money with retargeting.
In YouTube?
Yeah, of course. Everything is retargeted. What I do is in my software, which is called the Phantom Opt-in, I will go to YouTube and then I create that annotation and say, click here to get your copy plus my 3 bonuses, and then I use that link is associated to my website. So as anyone touches my annotation, automatically they get added into my custom audience as they touch that annotation, and then they go through that annotation to the affiliate offer to wherever. So everything is retargeted, and my retargeting lists are like amazing.
Okay. So are you how do you retarget once they go through that? Do you put you're just retargeting them in Facebook, or are you using YouTube as well to retarget?
I do retargeting on Facebook, and I do also some retargeting around the web with Site Scout and those guys.
Okay, yeah, I haven't messed with Site Scout. Now, one thing is because again, my focus has been YouTube. Like I can do a lot of things. My focus has been YouTube and videos. Did you go to Traffic and Conversions?
I did not.
Okay. If you went to Digital Marketer at all, you were followed around by what's his name?
Ryan Dice.
Ryan Dice. Every video I opened, I could watch a video about the Disney princesses. Not that I was, but just an example. And Ryan Dice will pop up and say, "Hey, don't click skip yet." They sold out San Diego for that conference, and I'm 100% sure that the reason they sold out was because they hammered it with retargeting on YouTube. Any single video that you go to, they popped up. YouTube retargeting is very easy. It's actually more difficult using your software. I haven't been able to do it yet because I haven't found out where to go in. Actually, I've been told. I just haven't gone in and grabbed the code to put in there. But if you have videos being watched, and here's the kicker with YouTube. If you have a video that has been watched or a channel that's been watched, you can retroactively go back 30 days and build your retargeting list. So anybody that views your video in 30 days, all you have to do is go into ad, you create a video ad, then you go into retargeting, you click the drop down, you can target videos you've run as ads, anybody that subscribed, liked, unliked your channel, specific videos, and the kicker is it also builds, if you have a successful retargeting list that you build, it also builds on its own a lookalike audience for you. You don't have to do anything. So, I'll give you an example. For the local stuff I was doing, I was focusing on snow removal in New York, actually. I ran some ads to get the phone ringing for some contractors in the New York area. That list, I built a list based off of like 2,000 or 3,000 people in that area in New York, I built the list from all the people that viewed the video and actually took action. Then it built out a bigger list of about 20,000 people automatically that I can go back and follow. And now, at this point in the game, I have a list of about, say, 25,000 people in the New York area. In the town I was going, it was actually Buffalo. In Buffalo, New York, I've got 20,000 people I know have picked, well, a couple dozen of them picked the phone up and called, but I have a target that's, you know, kind of mashed together, and this is the target that I now can go out there and pitch or sell to other contractors that offer the same service, and I can go put their ad in there. So I'm basically building a list and able to give other businesses exposure to a list I built off of one ad I ran. So the possibilities are just, like, I'm really excited about it, because if I do that in all these cities, there's so much that can be done.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I like your point, and exactly what, you know, if anyone that's watching, and I just hope that you heard what Damon says. First of all, it's not difficult, as he says. Second of all is, and I'm sure you'll agree with me, Damon, is that you can be building your list, and then when you're ready, at the later stage, even when you decide what you want to do, then you can go and advertise that list. You don't need to advertise immediately, but just put the foundation works in place so you are retargeting. You're retargeting anyone that comes to your website, and you're building out a good infrastructure. And really, I'm exactly like what I'm saying to you, dude, is that this is why I love this game, is that I work hard and I'm seeing great rewards, and I'm supporting my kids, and I'm here in America, and I'm traveling, and like, dude, my goal is to be making between $800 and $1,000 a day, which I'm making, and there's not many other people that can make that. I don't know of any other South African who lives in South Africa that's earning dollars every single day of the week. Got people, got associates and JVs and partners all over the world, and I'm like, my heart is in it, and I love it. I love it so much, really. You know that I do.
Yeah, I can tell you're passionate about it. Just from talking to you on Facebook before I even met you, I see, you know, this guy's doing his thing. I see you all over. Then I saw you at the event, and, you know, a lot of the guys I didn't recognize because they came in after me, and I kind of been away, so it's kind of like getting back. Like, I met, I actually talked to one of your buddies. What's his name? Eric
Lovelace.
Lovelace, yeah. Real cool guy. Like, we got to talking. He gave me some ideas, and I kind of shared some stuff. I was like, wow.
Exactly. Look, I mean, the bottom line is, Damon, is that, are you there?
Still there? A little different than typical. You know, we'll go through a little video stuff, but this guy Saul is a really, really good guy, and
yeah, I'm back.
Okay.
It's exactly what you were saying. Sorry, I got cut off again, but it's just this hotel. It's the Wi-Fi here. But exactly what you were saying is that there's such great ideas. There's so much to learn, and I like what you were saying earlier, is that you want to be in a mastermind and you want to be in coaching, because, like, for me, is my main thing in life is to celebrate in your success, in friends of mine's successes, in any launch's success. And then I'll be there also, and people will be there for me when times are tough. When you hit a low, people are there. They're your friends. So it's relationships as well. Do you know what I'm saying? That's why it's so exciting, and I'm learning. And like you said, thank you, and I take it as a big compliment. I reached out to you. I contacted you. You could tell that I'm a good guy after speaking to me a little bit. And guys, this is something to learn, is to have etiquette, to treat people the way you want to be treated, to know how to be doing things correctly, and it's going to pay off. But at the same time, Damon, is that, like, for me in my level, I'm getting now 20 people a day to ask me to promote their product. Some people do it like in a very slack way, which I actually don't take too well. Is like, if they don't even know me and then already ask me to promote them, or did you see my JV page, or it's $30,000 a click. I don't give a shit about clicks like that, because I've got a very strong list, but I've got a big choice of who I promote each day. So I will only promote A, like, stuff that's very quality and matches my list, and B, like, if you're my friend, you've got a good chance of me promoting for you, because I like to be on my friends' leaderboards, you know. So it's that sort of stuff, exactly what we're discussing. It's so fun, is that I'm building lists, you know. one of your friend, that other chap who's offering that Facebook coaching. I am invested in that now. It's a lot of money. I've invested in a few other things. And guys, you know, I mean, Damon really said, I'm investing in myself, but I'm working very hard. And like the stuff that you're talking about is very cutting edge, and it's exciting.
Yeah. Speaking of which, the Ron Douglas, he and I, we actually had an interview late last year. He gave away a good strategy that I've heard about and didn't do. Basically, with the Google Hangouts, doing a Google Live. I don't know if you use YouTube Live.
Yeah.
It's
They use it often.
better quality Hangouts are. Like you don't have all this cutting it out internet connection to do that. But basically, what he does is he schedules a hangout like a month in advance, or this is what I've done. Schedule a hangout a month in advance. Throw some press release links, social links at it. When it's not live, it actually ranks before it even goes live. The counter resets, and it's from that day, so you can basically have something ranking in literally a day and staying there, because my thought process is Google's looking at it like, wait a minute, we see a lot of important things going on here about this video, and it's not even live yet. But once it goes live, they're saying it must be important because people are promoting it, so they boost it up, and it's actually been working very well. So that would work great for like if you do a review video, you know something's coming out in 4 weeks, you can build the buzz first, then take it live, do your review or your take like the hand fan approach. You do your review or your bonus video or testimonial even, and you'll be ranking.
They will be, for sure. And I've been Chris. You know Chris Munch. Obviously, you know of him.
Yeah.
I was on a call with him because I bought that InstaBuilder. You know, InstaBuilder is actually a really cool product.
What is that? I've seen that, but I put the blinders on with a lot of stuff coming out because
InstaBuilder is like one of the best WordPress builders on the market. But it's amazing.
Better than Sean Donahoe's product, because I love that WP Profit Builder.
I've got both. I think that I prefer this one.
I'll check it out.
So anyway,
yeah, I love WP Profit Builder. I meant to talk to Sean in San Diego.
Chris Munch had a special webinar for people that bought through a particular list. Anyway, I was on that webinar, and my point is that I have invested in some of his services, and he does the PR links, but the highest quality you can get, and it's like you don't understand how these babies rank. And so you can do that for your videos, as you say. You can do it for whatever you want. And yes, it's like everything else, is that if you implement it and you know what you want, and you're clever and you work hard, you can achieve whatever you want. It's really the sky's the limit. In my opinion, Damon, is that every single day there are tons of people that are learning English, dude, every day. There are tons of people that are coming onto the internet marketing scene and want to make money every single day. Fresh, brand new people. And if you go to like Alexa and you go do the research on, say, even Warrior Forum or JB Zoo, they don't even have data for those sites because they are so small compared to like a major picture out there. So you never have to, like, we're playing in a big field, and it's very exciting to be able to just realize that, and help people. It's like, I believe that, like my FB Ninja Tactics that at Facebook, it is very cheap. It's $7, but it allows people to get something that's worth like $70. And
that's a great.
Yeah, it's a great product.
I don't mind, but it's an awesome product.
It is.
Easy to set up.
And so, and I'm also busy working a lot on CPA. CPA, as you know, is cost per action, and I invested in a good coach again called William Souza. And I've been doing very, very, very well with my own making for myself between $250 and $350 every single day doing CPA for my own.
Yeah, you told me about that, and I wanted to pick your brain a little bit about that because I played with CPA years ago. But give me a little overview of, like, if there's any particular niches to go after, particular strategies, traffic sources.
Well, if you played with it a few years ago, then it's completely different now. It's like if you had to visit Johannesburg 5 years ago and you went there now, you wouldn't recognize the place. It's like completely different. And that being said, is that the time now for CPA is right now. This is the opportunities right now. Why? Because what you said earlier, firstly, it's mobile. So Like I'm making most all my money on mobile CPA offers. Every single person in New York and anywhere in the US, they're on their phone the whole time, so they're on their mobile phone. So that's in your, even most of Facebook's traffic's on your mobile. Then now also retargeting is something very new still. It's like under 2 years that technology, you can do that with the CPA. And what I've been making all of my money on for CPA, I would say about 90% is I'm promoting games and apps on Facebook. So I know like Lord of War and all of these games are played by a gazillion people. And I've basically been making like between $1.20 and $1.80 every single time someone downloads that app, and I've been using Facebook advertising to promote that and mobile ads, and it's like a huge market for that. So CPA is, I'm doing mobile CPA, and I'm doing a lot of stuff in that niche.
Do you do it with the zip submits or emails? I know that used to be popular.
Yeah, I'm doing that, exactly that. Zip submits and emails, and mainly for like, I'm in the gaming market.
Okay. Yeah, I was actually looking on there under Android, because my oldest son has an Android channel that he wants to build out. I just got to kind of motivate him to do so. And I was looking for some CPA offers on there to see if there's anything we can do to monetize, what we're building out. So
like, I'll show you. It's very easy. I mean, to identify those, it's amazing. So yeah, like as I say to you, it's so exciting, really, Damon. Is that every single time? Like I actually had a friend come to meet me at the hotel here last night. We went up like 2 hours, and I came back and had like 20 sales because I mailed just before I was waiting for him to come and pick me up from the hotel. And it's like, where else are people doing that? Not many people. Most people hate their job. They're living on an income that's determined by their boss. Most South Africans can't even travel to the USA. I'm in New York. I'm in an unbelievable hotel. I've been shopping for my kids. I'm going back home now, and that is because of the effort that I'm putting in and the relationships that I'm building. And people also know, for me, really, Damon, is that for me, money is important, but it's a means to an end. It's really not an end within itself. For me, the two things that I want to be able to do is, A, to support my kids and live a internet lifestyle in terms that I'm just debt-free, very ordinary guy. My car's paid off, my apartment's rent's covered, and I want to be able to do all the fun stuff. I think that also what you've got to do is you've got to treat your business like a business. So the worst thing that you can do is start making money and then go and get a new BMW on lease and go.
You know what? I want to touch on that.
House and all that nonsense. You don't need that.
I want to touch on that because I had a discussion with Jonathan O. He was from the UK. Big tall brother that I met in San Diego, and we were having a discussion. He just did a launch. Sold a couple hundred copies. Like, yeah, I'm ready to leave my job because I'm actually back in corporate America because I kind of did some things that basically what you did was my bad. But one thing that I'm very clear on now, and I'm glad you said, is yes, treat your business as a business. Reinvest. Take the time to continue to educate. And, don't make stupid financial decisions.
Exactly.
Money's just money. It's easy to get. But I have 2 kids, and eventually I'll be back to the point where I can do that. But I'm taking a different approach now.
Good.
But definitely I realized part of the reason that I fell was because I did not treat my business like a business.
Right. Well, I don't think that you failed. I think it's just a learning experience, and I agree with exactly what you. I agree exactly what you're saying is that you've got to be clever and smart. I mean, guys, look, Damon, I want to tell you this from the bottom of my heart, dude. I went to San Diego. Then I go into a website, booking.com. I see, okay, I want to go to Manhattan now for a week. I picked a beautiful, stunning, expensive hotel, paid $900 from my PayPal account for like 5 nights here, and I'm living like a beautiful hotel and a beautiful lifestyle because I'm working hard, exactly what you say. But for me, the money's a means to an end. This is part of my travels. This is part of my reinvesting in myself. And it's achievable by anyone. As I said to you, most people in South Africa, they cannot afford to come to the USA on holiday. And first of all, this is like a full tax deductible, this whole thing, because it's for my business. Second of all, I'm so lucky to be enjoying it, and I'm loving it, exactly what you're saying. And so I think the two important things someone can invest in is to get the best coaching that you can afford, because you can hear that I did that and I'm reinvesting in that all the time. Second of all is to go to seminars, to meet people like we've met each other now. Those connections are in there for life. And third of all is just to study every day. I study every single day. I go to bed, and an early night for me is 5 o'clock. 5 a.m. I go to bed 7 a.m. every morning. As I work the whole week, you've got to understand what I'm putting into my business. So it's fun.
Yeah, that is what got me where I am today. Just, I can't stay up like that much anymore, just because I'm older. Not that I'm some old 90-year-old dude, but my body, it's hard for me to take. But I fit my time in where I definitely focus and learn, and read, watch, talk, go to classes, go to seminars, network, all that good stuff. So
exactly,
I
and that's why
definitely
also money can buy a lot of that. So for example, as we were saying, with Ron, he opened up a special offer for people that were at Marketing Mayhem, and I paid him $800 now, which is, for me, it's going to take a lot of time off my learning curve and opportunity cost.
It's an investment,
and that's worth it. First of all, you could never get at that price ever again, because it was very cheap for what he's actually offering. And again, is that I'm prepared to reinvest in myself and get huge results. And a lot of people, they sometimes in a way they cheap, they won't invest in themselves, and they won't study and work hard. And I'm I told you, I want to be in the top 1%, and that's what I'm doing.
Absolutely, yeah. The whole being cheap and not investing in yourself, that you kind of mind screw yourself to say, oh, well, if I learn this myself. But I can tell you from experience that I spent, again, another 15, 20 years learning on my own, and that's valuable. I appreciated that. But once I started buying courses and investing in myself and learning new things and surrounding myself or hiring somebody to help me, mentors, etc., my success went through the roof. Only because you can't do it by yourself. Even though it looks like you're sitting there on the computer by yourself, you're on Skype, you're on Facebook, you're on the phone, you're talking to somebody. It's important to be around or find people that are where you want to be and hire them to show you how to do it. That's
exactly. Well, if you look at any sportsman in the world, you would be it would be a joke if you think that they don't have a coach and they've taught themselves. And it's the same thing. Every businessman has got a coach. They've all got mentors. Even Donald Trump, and he's got his advisors, and he's got the guys that we sit with. And the best way to do it is to pay your way in. So if you can pay, as I said, I just paid for that, or I paid for another guy $2,000 for a few hours of his time. First of all, now he's got a bit of a interest in seeing me succeed. I will definitely recoup that money very quickly. And it's
absolutely.
When you're an entrepreneur, Joe Polish, but his partner is called Dan Sullivan. You've heard of Dan Sullivan from the strategic coach.
And Dean Jackson.
Exactly. So there's basically two worlds that we're in. You've got the entrepreneurial world, and you've got the bureaucratic world. And if you're a bureaucrat and you work in corporate America, where you are there briefly, but hopefully you're going to be away from there. But most people, they are bureaucratic people. So they're working at a job, and then they always interested in about being paid overtime, and they want to be paid before that, at the beginning of the month, basically for the work that they put in. And I'm an entrepreneur, dude. So it's I'm only paid on one thing, and that is results.
Results. That's the approach I take with the lead gen. I own all the properties. I have to get them ranked, and I don't go to a business saying I can do this for you. I go to them saying, I've done this. Do you want it? If you don't, then I go to your competition or your other competition and I sell it. So I've taken that results approach myself in the business that I'm building, because you can't deny results.
Exactly. That's why, what we said earlier, that's why it's so important to have a coach and to have like-minded people. Even for when I'm speaking to you now, the concepts that we're discussing, when I saw you at Marketing Mayhem, there's not many people in your day-to-day life that you can discuss this with. You know what I'm saying? My brother, my dad literally think I'm doing a Ponzi scheme because they've got no idea of how I'm making money every single day. I had a very successful business in insurance. I've been doing insurance for 14 years for one of the top insurance companies called Discovery in Discovery in South Africa, like New York Life, it's the biggest one.
Okay.
And I'm a brilliant salesperson. I've got over 680 clients, and I've done really well there. So A, it's good that I've learned about selling, but B, it's like I wanted to go into this. So I like, it's a calculated decision, but my point that I'm trying to make is that in Johannesburg, and like I have to basically keep in the closet what I'm doing with the internet marketing, because there's not many people that can relate to me. So if you don't have if you don't have like-minded people that support you and believe in you and that understand this, it's like, you know, your chances of succeeding are slim. And I'll tell you, even like I was dating a girl at the beginning of the year. I met her in like New Year's, Christmas. She was so nice. We got back to like Johannesburg. It's like I said to her, listen, I have to work on my computer at least 3 hours a night. Like, you're welcome, come sleep and meet tonight. You're welcome to, but probably like say between 2 and 5, I'm going to be I'm going to be working. She's like from day one, Damon, she's like, didn't like it. Yeah, you're like obsessed with your work, and why do you have to work at this time? And and again, it's like the right partner will understand that and support that. And it's the same thing with your friends. Like your dad may wish you well, but my dad thinks I'm cooked. I mean, I don't even tell him what I'm doing like they don't understand that, you know. So people.
Yeah, I've had that issue. My mom and dad said that, you know, prior they were like, you know, when I ended up going back to corporate America, they were like, oh, well, I'm glad you did. And my dad, you know, I love my dad, but he said something along the lines of, you know, I explained to him what I'm doing. He's kind of happy for me, but he's like, but you know, you got to stay there. But they worked for 30 years and retired from the same company, so it's a whole different. This didn't exist when they were little.
Exactly.
You know, when they were younger. But I'm like,
world.
pay 35 grand a week. Do you understand what that is? Like, I can do that again. I just, you know, I screwed it all off. But I still have this. We have skills that 95% of the world doesn't have.
Of course.
Like, we can do things most people can't, and they don't believe it. So, you know, I appreciate they don't tell me to stop, but it's more so, you know, I sort of have the support, but, you know, they like the security. I don't consider, you know, working for somebody else really security, because they can pretty much put their finger up to you at any time and say, get out. So I definitely believe in the, but you're going to have folks, you're going to have, like you said, your haters. You're going to have people that don't agree with you, that don't understand. And when you don't understand and don't agree, then you talk shit about them. And
exactly. But as we were saying earlier, like, I really believe, you know, I do a lot of running. I do a lot of running, and I've done Ironman competitions before, and like, it's 90% in your mind. And it's the same thing with internet marketing. It's success. It's in your mind. And you know, it's like, for me, I was saying to you earlier, I really said I've been like shot up very quickly, and I'm been really working hard. And I have like people that are maybe put me down, or they're jealous, or they whatever, and you don't have to worry about them. Just do the best that you can do. It's the same thing like in sports. I know that I will never win an Ironman competition, but if I beat my personal best, I'm like so happy with that. You know, that's what I'm working for. So it's the same thing. I don't want to be like the richest guy in the world, but I can make an unbelievable living doing what I'm doing, and I'm very happy with it. Thank God it's going better than ever. And I really believe that anyone that's watching this, if I can achieve this, you can achieve this. Believe in it. The system, I promise you, works. And if you can work it yourself, you will do, like, work the system, you'll do really well.
Yeah, absolutely. So, all right, well, we'll go ahead and wrap this up. We're probably just about an hour.
Yeah, I think so.
So go ahead and stay on afterward. You and I can chat after we get off of here if you have a couple minutes. But I'll put links below to some of Saul's products, and we'll definitely bring Saul back and kind of center probably a webinar or something, center around a specific product that you guys want to know about, and you know, definitely, you know, as long as you got the time, you come back and we can kind of chop it up and, you know, see what's going on. I can bring my guests back.
I've got the time for you, my brother. It'd be my pleasure. As many times as I can come and help you and your people, it'd be my pleasure. And I've really enjoyed speaking to you. And guys, really, for anyone that's watching this, Damon is an amazing guy. You're so lucky to have him in your life, and make sure that you stick with Damon, because he is really one of the nicest guys that I know. He knows his stuff. And if I can do it again, guys, you can do it. It's really not difficult. I've got great products that are really well priced. have a look at them. You will see the links below. If one of them resonates with you, pick it up. It'll be my pleasure to introduce you to my world through my products. But the most important thing is, Damon, let me sum up with this, dude, is that I paid a coach a lot of money for one thing. Basically, I shifted from a buyer's mindset into a seller's mindset. So I'm in a seller's mindset now, and it's amazing. Most people don't have that mind shift, you know. It's like, it's a very subtle thing, but to have that seller's mindset and start being prolific, which means bringing out products and start promoting hard, you're going to make a lot of money. Some products won't be as hit as another one, not because the product wasn't as good, maybe just the market didn't take it up as, but it's another asset to have. And if you believe in yourself, every product that you've got is an asset, and it's a wonderful thing to have. And you know, I'm also creating products that are more evergreen. So like that Facebook one will be updated a bit, but people are going to be interested in that for a long time. The Google Hangouts, people are going to be more and more interested in that all the time. CPA, people are wanting to get into CPA. And you know, I've got since August, I've got a buyers list of over 10,000 people. It's pretty good to have so quickly.
That a buyer's list of 10,000 people is damn good.
Yeah, I've got a buyer's list of just under 11,000 people. Just buyer's list. I've got
big difference in. I built hundreds of thousands of people on a list, freebie, and they were not as valuable as my buyer's list. A buyer's list is something that you just can't. A freebie seeker or a tripwire list that doesn't buy is not as valuable as a buyer's list. I looked at that firsthand. So
for sure. Yeah, and guys, it's not hard. Again, you know, Damon, the model that I'm taking is to put out simple information products like the ones that you've seen from me. Then what that is, it allows me to build my buyers list, and then the upsells involved in that. But it's really, you don't need to bring out, like, the market doesn't want the next Bible for list building. But if you can show me a way of how I can add 50 people a day onto my list, I'll be very interested to look at that product. But if you can show me 200 unknown traffic sources, I'm not so interested in that. So again, it's like you get a feel for what the market wants, and you can create it. And at the same time, it's like my own freebie list is close on 30,000 now, dude, in a few months. And it's growing like every day by over 1,000. It's pretty exciting, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, and as we were talking about coaching. Saul, are you still offering your coaching?
I am offering coaching, very limited period, just to get. I've got 2 introductory calls with me of 45 minutes each, and that's $55, and then from then it's $55 an hour. And just like a little bit, maybe got like another week or two of that, and then it's going to start into like, I'm going to start charging probably about $2,500 for that same thing.
Okay, so if you guys, I'll make sure I send an email out on this. But if you guys are interested in that, I take advantage of it because $55 for 45 minutes. I've sat with folks
for 2 45 minutes calls.
Oh, 2 45 minutes. So let's see, that's what, an hour and a half. That would be probably about $250 with me. So
exactly.
You know,
on the call, what I do is I paid a company, a special private company, to do research for me, and they've given me an Excel spreadsheet. I'll send it for you to look at as well. I've got the exact in JVZoo and Warrior Forum. I can show you the exact products that have sold the most in the last 2 years, product by product. I've paid for that research, so I know exactly what the market wants. I've got a lot of strong affiliates. I've got a brilliant copywriter. I've got the right graphics guy. So when you come work with me, it's like we get everything done for you.
Wow, that's a killer deal. It's 50. I mean, it's working for you, so that's great. But you're not going to get $55 for 2 45-minute sessions. That's like $20 an hour. That's basically like a UPS worker.
That's just a joke. But the main thing what I'm doing with Damon is that I want to these are for people to come in and be like success stories of mine, because it's since I've been offering it for about 10 days, I've had over 70 people that have taken it up. And if I like a product idea that comes across my desk, I will JV with that guy and put my name to it. But at the same time, like I'm having fun. I'll show people how to get their product up on JVZoo or Warrior Forum and set up their autoresponder to that, and set up the PayPal, and I do everything for the guys to show them how to do it, and we do it on a Hangout so that it gets recorded. Because I really believe is that like, I know it's a silly cliche, but you know, give a man a fish and feed him today. Give him that, like, teach him how to fish and you feed him forever. And I do believe in that. That makes sense that to me. So I will teach you how to do it yourself, and then you should be prolific. Then you should be coming out with at least one product a month. And then once you've done it with me the first time, you should be able to do it alone going forward, and then work on getting your name out there.
Okay, awesome. So, all right, so we'll go ahead and wrap it up. I stopped trying to keep these up to an hour because I always get into conversations. But the links will be below, guys. If you're interested, definitely take Saul up on his coaching. I'll probably blast you guys and send you guys some emails because I haven't put my coaching group together yet, but mine won't be one-on-one. It'll be more of a group setting.
Exactly.
So Saul's going to work with you one-on-one for the price of a UPS worker. And then going up to a couple grand, I would definitely take advantage. You see, he knows his stuff. He's making
it's the last chance to get in at this level, and you'll see on that page that the website is marketingwithsaul.com, marketing with Saul. You'll see one of my last students named Nathan Zadwerney. You may have seen him at Marketing Mayhem. He came as well. His first WSO that I helped him with like 2 months ago, he got WSO the day and he sold over 1,000 copies in the first week, all due to me. So, you know, you can, like, the guy's pretty happy with me, and if you go to that website, it's all documented there.
Okay, so he's got case studies, he's got testimonials. If you're interested in you know, the product creation game, which I can tell you firsthand experience is great. You know, you supply that, you add that to your local marketing or whatever else you're doing, video marketing. It's a great supplementary income or double income, however you want to put it. But you know, hard work, it pays off. I can tell you that much.
Yeah,
so
it's awesome. It's awesome, and then you can have a buyers list like me and start getting on affiliate competitions. I just won an affiliate competition. I showed you the week the day I arrived in Marketing Mayhem. I won $350 first prize, which is cool, and like I think I sold close to 120 copies, and I had like a 38% conversion. It's a pretty good stats, and that's just from having a buyers list and following my own thing that I teach.
It's nothing like sending an email on a weekend and making like $1,200. You know.
Every single day I mail, and every single day I make money, dude.
Yep. All right, so guys, again, links will be below. We're definitely going to have Saul back. If you have any questions, go ahead and comment on the page. We'll keep this one open for a while, and we'll definitely bring Saul back on a webinar so he can go over, you know, specific actionable strategies. Again, thanks, Saul. And when are you going back to South Africa?
Thanks, man. Yeah, I'm going to back home on Monday. In like 2 days' time. I was going to stay, but I was actually booked for like another few days, but my knee is a bit sore, so I want to actually just go and get some X-rays and stuff done back home.
Gotcha. All right. Well, safe travels, and we will talk very soon.
Thanks, my man. Thanks for your time.